Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brad. Today I'm going to be talking to you about removing your old bloom spikes from your Cymbidium orchids, and I'm going to talk about trimming up some yellow leaves that may have occurred over the winter time and just generally get them ready for spring and the new growing season. Okay, so before we get started, you always want to sterilize your cutting tools. So I just use some rub alcohol on my scissors here, and I just give them a good dosing in that, and then we leave them there for a minute and talk about the Cymbidium, and then come back to them in a few minutes once they're sterilized. So this is going to be the orchid that we're working on today. This is a green Cymbidium orchid. It's quite a big one. I've had it for a few years now. It's probably in a 2-gallon pot, and we have got quite a bit of work to do on them. It's got several bloom spikes that are now getting faded. So there's one there. It's still got some old flowers on it. That one's going to be coming off. There's one on the other side here that's going to come off. Spike in the back that's going to come off. And I'll show you what new growth looks like as well, because I see some new growth. We've got some yellow leaves. Yellow leaves are nothing to worry about on Cymbidiums, as long as there's not too many yellow leaves. It's a natural occurrence to lose a few. Alright, so scissors should be ready now. And what we're going to do is just go in now. Hopefully you can see this. I want to just be able to cut the spike right there. And so you're going to give it a good snip. They're quite tough. And that is your flower spike. So that would have come up last year. Now we'll move around, see if I can do this without knocking the tripod. This one here has got a metal rod in, so we can remove the metal rods. And again, I'm going to just cut it right about there. There's one more up here. I usually use zap straps to tie the spikes up. They're nice because I can tighten them as time goes on if I need to, or just leave them loose. So there's another spike in there that I'm going to cut off. And you just want to cut them about an inch or so above the pseudobulb itself. What else do we have here? I think those are the last 4 spikes. This one had 8 blooms on it this year. Now another thing I'm going to do with some of the older leaves is actually just cut off the yellow leaves here down near the base. And that will just tidy it up a little bit and make it look a little bit prettier for the new year and that. This is going to be going outside to its summer home, where it can start growing for the season. Another thing you can do, if you see any black tips on there like that, all you need to do is just give them a little trim, and it just pretties them up. Cymbidiums are ones that are sensitive to fertilizer, so if you happen to have salts in your water or over-fertilize, you'll find the black tips here. They don't hurt the plant at all, they just look a little untidy, so never hurts just to go through and remove a few of those black tips as well. Just makes them look pretty again. As I say, they're going to be outside now in the growing area, so I might as well have them looking as good as they can. What I'll do now is I'm going to find some new growth on there, and I will show you what some new growth looks like on the Cymbidium. So I'm just going to move the camera. Hold on one sec. Okay, so I've zoomed right in there, and you can see the new growth that's coming up already. This isn't a bloom spike, this is going to be new growth. I can tell the difference because the new growth is very, very pointy. A bloom spike is going to have more of a rounded tip and be a little bit more bulbousy. Alright, so I spun the orchid around. Now what you're seeing here, that is where we cut off the flower spike. So you can see about how far up I've cut it. There's another one from a previous year. That one's a little high. It's going to be tough to cut when they're really old, but I'm going to just cut that off too, just to make it a little prettier. And I want to show you this here. This is another new growth. So that's what the new growth looks like, just a little bit bigger than the previous one that I just showed you. And from there, then it will turn into the regular bulb. It's going to get all its leaves first, and then grow its bulb after that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to throw this guy out in a sunny spot. I give my Cymbidiums quite a bit of sun, more than you would expect, and the only time I really shelter them is if the temperature gets up 25 to 30 degrees. Then I start to shelter them a little bit from the noonday sun. Just putting a few more plants in front of them is all it takes. They don't mind a bit of heat. They definitely don't mind sun. You do have to acclimatize them to it slowly, so you want to take them and put them outside as soon as you can once the frost is passed. And there we go. There's the final Cymbidium trimmed up. We've removed the old bloom spikes. I've cut off a few dead leaves, and I've showed you how to trim up little blackened ends to your Cymbidiums to still make them look nice and pretty and get them ready for this spring's growth. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.